Bet you didn't know summer could get this creepy. Ditch the pool, grab your drills. We're diamond painting in the shadows tonight. Each canvas sparkles with a hint of dread. Sun blazing outside, darkness creeping in. Ready to turn your staycation into a summer scare? Hit subscribe and let's paint the shadows together.
In the world of diamond painting, not everything is as sparkly as it seems. Some stories are weird, some are wonderful, and some shouldn't exist at all. Welcome to Fact or Fiction Diamond Art Edition, where the drills may be real, but the stories? That's up to you to figure out. Each episode, I'll share tales from the depths of the crafting community. Some absolutely true. Others stitched together from nightmares, rumors, and a little creative chaos. Your job is guess which ones are legit and which ones are just glitter-covered lies. Think you know your DMCs from your BS? Let's find out. But be warned, just because a story is fake doesn't mean it hasn't happened to someone, somewhere. So grab your pen, your tray, crack that wax, and let's dive into another chilling round of Fact or Fiction. Hey there, my little creepers and crafters. Welcome back to Fact or Fiction Diamond Painting Edition, where we diamond paint and dig deep into those stories that'll make you double check your mirrors and question literally everything. Tonight's episode features 4 chilling tales: a haunted doll with unfinished business, a psychic pup who might have solved a murder, a house the town tried to erase, and one motel voicemail you'll wish you never heard. Some of these stories, abso-frickin-lutely 100% true, documented, witnessed, backed up by news reports or eyewitnesses. Others, though, total works of spine-tingling fiction born from the same minds that think confetti in a mystery kit is a good idea. Your job is to listen close, watch out for clues in the story, and at the end of the episode, vote down in the comments which stories are real and which ones are too twisted to be true. So grab your drills, pour that coffee, and prepare to question reality, because this is fact or fiction. Let's go. Before we get started on tonight's stories, it's time for the moment of truth. Did your spooky instincts hold up from the last episode, or did a sneaky sprinkle of fiction throw you off your game? Let's pull back the parchment and reveal which of episode 3's stories were real and which one were resin-drenched lies. Are you ready? Okay, me too. Let's find out which stories were real and which ones were BS. All right, let me get me some drills so I can actually diamond paint while we talk about the stories. Oh my God. Story number 1 from last week, the canvas that changed overnight. Was it fact or was it fiction? What did you say? If you said that the story was fiction, how disappointing, because I wasn't able to trick you. It's totally made up. No real canvas has ever re-rendered itself mid-whip, but you have seen your drill shift when the light pad flickers and you start seeing shapes that weren't there, right? Still, not haunted, just a classic case of I've been staring at this grid for way too long. Story number 2 was the Crafting Occult Conference. Was that true or was that total BS? If you said that that was a factual story, you were 100% correct. It is true. A real CraftCon hosted a diamond painting energy alignment workshop complete with smudging kits, crystal drills, and let's just say some intense instructors. They were shut down halfway through the day, but not before someone dropped $75 on a blessed resin drill packet. There are receipts. They're out there. Story 3 from last week, the static canvas. What was the verdict there? Fact or fiction? If you said that it was total BS fictional story, you would be correct. Sadly, your kits aren't going to finish themselves, you guys. This glitchy canvas horror tale is pure imagination, though I wouldn't mind if a possessed drill pen handled my confetti sections while I sleep. Someone get on inventing that, please. Snap, snap, let's go. And story number 4 from last week, the vanishing drill color, DMC 3865 Apocalypse. Did that really happen? Or am I blowing smoke up some pipe of yours? If you said I'm blowing smoke, you couldn't be more wrong, because this story actually happened. It is fact. Oh, very, very real. The 2020 3865 drill shortage caused full-on chaos across the diamond painting community. Panic trades, hoarding, and people paying between $8 and $10 for 10-gram bags on Etsy. People still reference it like it was a trauma response. Lesson learned? Always hoard your white drills. Always. Watch out, 310. You may have a new contender for, spare stash size. Everybody else's 310s are like this big, right? Yeah, like a massive stash of 310s. Now we got to start building those stashes of 3865, right? Just in case. Doomsday. All right, let's get into tonight's stories. Tale number 1 is The Haunted Doll at the Yard Sale. When Jamie stopped at a rural yard sale off a dusty back road in Tennessee, she didn't expect to find a hand-stitched rag doll sitting alone on a table, simply marked free to good home. Oh no. Annabelle? Chucky? I'm scared. Is this gonna be like a possessed Barbie? No, I'm gonna go with it's a Care Bear doll. Those are the scariest ones. So the doll had no eyes, just black thread stitched into an X pattern. And something about it gave her the chills. But hey, creepy dolls are cool decor, right? That night, she placed the doll on the shelf in her craft room. The next morning, it was gone. Jamie found it downstairs, propped up on the couch, facing the TV, which had turned itself on. Over the next few weeks, she began hearing whispers behind her while diamond painting. Lights started flickering. Her dog refused to enter the room with the doll. And when she reviewed her home security footage, one night she saw it, the doll, moving its own head ever so slightly toward the camera. Jamie tossed that doll in the trash, but the next day it was back in her bed. But is this eerie tale real or stitched together from thin air? Let me know in the comments down below. Ready for story number 2? Story number 2 is The Pet Psychic Who Solved a Crime. Back in 2017, a woman in Oregon named Cheryl swore she received visions from animals, both living and dead. Most folks laughed her off until one day. She contacted the police claiming a missing golden retriever named Max was trying to tell her something. Cheryl said the dog had witnessed a murder. According to her visions, Max saw his owner get attacked during a home invasion, and he showed her the attacker's face and the layout of the property, including a hidden basement room that police hadn't searched. The detective on the case agreed to humor her, but when they investigated the basement, they found that it had been hastily boarded up. What was behind the wall, you ask? Well, behind the boards was the missing man's body. It was just as Cheryl had claimed. There was a distinctive tattoo on the killer's forearm, which helped ID the suspect, a disgruntled coworker with a record. Cheryl was never charged with any involvement. She had no connections to the victim. Her story was so outlandish, it was either the luckiest guess in history or a paranormal breakthrough. But what do you think? Do you believe she really saw through Max's eyes? Or is this tale too unbelievable to be true? Well, I guess now we're on to story number 3. This is the story of the town that buried a house. All the way back in 1991, in a struggling coal town in West Virginia, an entire family vanished after reporting odd smells, noises from their walls, and sinkholes forming in their yard. My first guess, my first knee-jerk reaction would be they fell in the sinkhole. Just a thought. I mean, I don't know where this is going, but that would be my first. A family disappears and there's sinkholes popping up all around them in a coal mining town, which a lot of times those towns are like notorious for having the like thin, weak ground and the cave-ins and sinkholes and stuff. That would be mystery solved. Yay, fact. Let's see what the story has to say. Locals say the family had begun digging out their basement when they hit something strange, a metal plate deep beneath the earth. Soon, they were never seen again, and the house was condemned by the city. But instead of tearing it down, the county ordered the house to be buried. The official report said it was due to subterranean instability, but no one could find a record of the demolition crew involved or hired for the job. The lot was covered with dirt and surrounded by fencing. It's still that way today. Locals call it the Mound House, and kids dare each other to sneak in and dig around. Some claim to have heard muffled voices from underground. One teen posted a TikTok in 2021 from the site. It showed her finding a metal hatch beneath the dirt. Her account was deleted days later. She found the hatch and then just like went away. We didn't open the hatch. We didn't like knock on it. We just, look, it's a hatch. Okay, let's go. Okay. And the footage from that TikTok never recovered. Could a whole house really be buried by a town? Or is this an urban legend that just won't die? Tell me what you think. Well, cast your vote on this story. Is it fact or fiction? Let me know down in the comments. We got one more, fam. One more short story for tonight. And one more drill being difficult. The fourth and last story for tonight is the last voicemail from room 313. A college student named Victor was staying in an old motel off Route 66 during a cross-country trip. The place had a bad vibe, but hey, it was cheap. He was put in room 313, an odd choice since that room number had been removed from most buildings due to superstition. That night, Victor's friend received a voicemail from him. In it, Victor sounded oddly distant. He whispered, "They're watching from the mirror. Don't let them in." There was static and what sounded like someone or something breathing. The friend tried calling back, but no one answered. When police checked the motel room, room 313 was empty. Not just of Victor, but of literally everything. You see, the bed was gone, the phone was gone, even the wallpaper was stripped. The manager said room 313 had been closed for renovations for over a decade. Victor's car was found a week later, abandoned 200 miles away. And the voicemail? Well, it's still saved on the friend's phone. To this day, no one knows who or what left that voicemail. And no one knows what happened to Victor. So, is this just a horror script waiting to happen? Or is it a true mystery that was never solved? Let me know your thoughts, you know where, down in the comments below. Well, my friends, that is all the stories that I have for you this evening on our episode of Fact or Fiction. Were any of the stories true? Were any of them untrue? That's your job. That's your job. You have to figure that out. Can't wait to hear which ones you guys think are real and which ones you think are total bull. Shh. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think, and as usual, you will get the answers revealed unto you in the next episode. But sadly, my friends, this episode is done. So until next time, stay naughty, friends. Editing me hates life right now. In this moment. I know a Jamie. Jamie. Do you have a creepy doll? He showed... No, it didn't. Let's try again. The word is old. You know how to speak the word old, Mushy. A college student named Victor was staying in an old motel Alf. Alf. Oh. Again. Put the drill in the hole. Put the drill in the hole. I need the drill in the hole. Searching for the red pill. A special thank you to our paid channel members listed above. Here's a little ditty for you, just for you. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you'll watch my channel too?